Hello everybody, today we are here again for our flyers class. Okay, so make sure you have the correct workbook. It's workbook number 3 and it should be the one with the helicopter, right? Today we have a couple of pages to do, so for this one we will do pages 4 to 5. Okay, pages 4 to 5, it should have the word lesson 2 on the top, alright? So open your book to page 4, okay? Alright, and then for our activity book, it should look like this one, right? It should look like this one. For this one, I think we're doing pages 38. Yes, 38, 39, and 40. And we have a couple of things to do today, right? So 38, 39, and 40. I think you have around 3 listening exercises. So quite a lot of exercise and then some writing exercise again. Alright, so you will have some homework for today. I'll give you some homework so it's not too much in this class, alright? So for now, let's go to our workbook. Again, workbook page 4. Okay, workbook page 4. We have 2 parts. Reading and ordering the pictures, and then second part is choosing the best title, okay? Okay, so let's look at part 1 and let's read and order the pictures, okay? So feel free to read with me. I will read it out loud. You can read with me as well. Alright. Tom is on his way to school. It starts to rain. Oh no, he says. I've forgotten my coat. He walks back home and gets his coat. He's halfway to school when he stops because he's left his lunch at home. He goes back again. This time I got everything, he says. But he hasn't got everything. He's forgotten his rucksack. Rucksack is the kind of bag you wear on your back, right? We call that rucksack too. When he gets home, his brother is having breakfast. Have you forgotten something? His brother asked. My rucksack, says Tom. No, says his brother. You've forgotten the date. It's Saturday, the 12th of November. It is the weekend. There is no school today. Alright, so it's a funny story, right? He woke up early in the morning, got ready, went to school, and then when he was going to school, he forgot to bring something. He went back home, he forgot to bring something again, went back home. And then finally his brother said, are you forgetting something? Today is Saturday, there's no school, right? So let's order the pictures, right? We have 4 paragraphs and we have 4 pictures. Which one should the first one be? Which is the first one? Tom is on his way to school. It starts to rain. D, right? So the first one is D. It starts to rain. Let me use the blue pen. I think the blue is better. Right? It starts to rain. Okay? Which one's the second picture? He walks back home and gets his coat. He's halfway to school when he stops because he loves his lunch at home. C, right? The second one is C. Third one. This time I got everything, he says, but he hasn't got everything. He's forgotten his rucksack, his backpack. So that is letter B. And finally A, right? He went back home to see his brother eating. Alright, so what should be the title of the story? Back to school, an interesting day. Have you forgotten something? What is the best title? Right, suppose, have you forgotten something, right? Because it's talking about, oh, I forgot, right? So it should be this one. Have you forgotten something? Alright? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so now let's go to part 2. Okay, so page 5, part 1, and part 2. Page 5, part 1, part 2. Alright, so on page 5 we have 2 pictures. Look at picture A and answer the question. So this is here, right? Picture A. Alright, how many children have already finished their paintings? How many students have already finished their paintings? That means the ones that are on the board, right? On the wall. How many on the wall? 3. Good. 3. Number 2, has the boy with glasses finished his painting yet? The boy with glasses. There's only one boy with glasses. Should be no, right? No, he's still sitting down and painting. Number 3, is the classroom tidy? or untidy? Tidy means clean, untidy means not clean. Is it clean or not clean? Right, it's untidy, right? Untidy. Alright, question number 4. What has the boy with glasses just done? What has he just done? He's looking at the floor, right? So what do you think he has just done? What do you think? Right? So it can be he, not paint, should be paint. Actually, I think it's water, not paint, right? Or a pot of paint. Right, he's looking at the floor, right? So he's dropped a pot of paint. You can write on the floor. Alright, number 5. What has the teacher just done? What has the teacher just done? So it's a he, right? So he, what? He has just arrived in the classroom. He has just arrived in the classroom. How do you think the teacher feels? How do you think the teacher feels? Look at his face. Is he happy? Angry, right? Why is he angry? Because
make a mess.
Right, because the students have made a mess, right? They've made a mess all over the classroom. So the flower pot fell and his ink bottle or ink pot also fell, right? Or dropped. Okay, so let's look at picture A and picture B and look for the differences. There are 2, 4, 5. 5 differences can be found, and I want you to say it out loud. I will say one, okay? In picture A, 3 students have finished their painting. But in picture B, 6 students have finished their painting. Alright, what about you guys? Can you shout out your answers? I'll give you 2 minutes to find and say. So 1 minute each. 1 minute to find, 1 minute to say. How many have you found? 3? 5. 5, okay. Alright, so everyone at home, you should find 5 differences, okay? And then say the answers after you circle. Right, 30 seconds left to look. Okay, so now can you shout out your answers? Alright, let's hear from Emily. Emily, can you give me one difference from picture A and picture B? Okay, you can give one. Come on, Emily, say it. Come on. In
picture A, the teacher comes into the classroom is angry, but in B, is happy.
Right. In picture B, the teacher who just came into the classroom, or who just come into the classroom, is angry. But in picture B, he is happy. Good. In picture A, the boy with glasses has dropped his pot of paint or glass of paint. But in picture B, he has not. Right? In picture A, The flowers are on the pot. Oh, sorry, the flowers are on the floor and the pot is spilled. In picture B, the flower is in the pot and the pot is on the table, right? Something like that. Alright, good. Alright, let's now go to page 6, alright? Page 6. The naughty puppy. Okay, the naughty puppy. Alright, so on page 6 we have 5 pictures, right? All these 5 pictures has a story, right? So let's try to look at pictures 1 to 5 together, okay? Picture number 1, look at your book, okay? So referring to picture number 1, looking at your book, what can you see in picture number 1? I'll give you around 30 seconds to look at the picture number 1, and tell me what story you can come up with, right? Alright, so everyone at home, can you tell me your story? I'll give you 40 seconds. What else can you say about picture 1? Alright, how about Emily? Emily, what can you say about picture number 1? Come on, try to make a story from picture 1. We will do 1 by 1 until 5, alright? So picture 1, what can you see? Once upon a time, tell me.
Once upon a time, there's a dog. People call it the naughty dog.
Okay, why? And then what else? What else can you see?
Because the dog always make a mess.
Okay. That's it?
Okay,
so for picture 1, we can say once upon a time, there was a dog who lived with a family. This puppy was a naughty puppy because it always asks for food when he goes to the kitchen. Alright? The dog went to the kitchen and saw that Mommy and maybe her name is Helen. Mommy and Helen were making some sweets. Or making some delicious cakes, right? Picture 2, you can say, after preparing for sweets, cakes, and other delicious things, Helen's friend came to the house. Right? Came to the house. Their names are Kate, David, and Harry. Their names are Kate, David, and Harry. Picture 3. Alright, picture 3. Kate, David, and Harry gave their gifts to Helen because it was her birthday. Kate got her a hairbrush. David got Helen a diary. And what's his name? Harry gave Helen a rucksack or a backpack, right? Alright, number 4. Oh, they can hear something coming from the kitchen. Right? Helen, Kate, David, and Harry went to the kitchen to have a look at what is making those sounds. Number 5. At last, they saw what happened in the kitchen. This very naughty puppy had jumped on the table and ate all of the treats, sweets, and cakes they had prepared for Helen's birthday. The puppy was very full and very happy. "Oh, you naughty puppy, you ate all of our food for my birthday," said Helen. Kate, David, and Harry started laughing. Helen started laughing too. She said, "Oh, silly puppy. Good thing we still have one more cake inside the fridge." The end. Okay?
But this is Helen's birthday. She got a new puppy.
Yes. So this means continue. That means continue the story means you can make some more, right? So we will try to do that later, okay? So Emily,
I don't
keep
want
quiet. Alright, so we saw the pictures already, right? So picture 1, we can say that Mom and Helen prepared treats, right? Mom and Helen prepared treats. Number 2, what happened? Helen's friend, right? Helen's friends came. Helen's friends came. Picture 3. They gave her gifts. Right? The hairbrush, the diary, and the rucksack. Number 4. They could hear noises from the kitchen. And lastly, at number 5, the naughty puppy ate all
Of the cake.
the treats or cake. Okay? So, funny story, right? Alright, so now we will go to part 2 and answer the questions on the story that we have, okay? So answer the questions. Number 1, what does Helen get for her birthday? What do you think she gets for her birthday? Right. It's the puppy, right? So down below we can see it's Helen's birthday. She got a new puppy, right? So this puppy is new to them because the mommy gave a new puppy to Helen. So a puppy. What is a puppy? Is a puppy a dog?
Yeah.
Yes, right?
That's a baby.
Right, a puppy is a baby dog. A puppy is a baby dog.
I want a puppy poodle.
Okay, cute. Okay, number 2. Who comes to Helen's house? Who are those people in number 2 who comes to Helen's house? Those are her
Friends.
friends. Very good. So her friends. Her friends. What presents do they bring? What presents do they bring? I'll give you some time to write it down. So they brought her a hairbrush, a diary, and a rucksack. Okay?
Can I say backpack?
Yes, do you know how to spell a backpack?
Yeah.
How do you spell?
B-A-C-K. P-A-C-K.
Yeah, backpack, right? Say they brought her a diary, or a hairbrush, sorry, a hairbrush. One word. A diary. Be careful how you spell diary. I-A-R, okay?
D-I-M-R.
And a rucksack. R-U-C-K-S-A-C-K, or backpack. B-A-C-K-P-A-C-K. Right? You can write rucksack or backpack.
I'm tired.
Alright, question number 4. Question number 4. Where is the puppy when they go into the kitchen? Where is the puppy when they go into the kitchen?
On the counter.
On the counter is wrong. That's not the counter. The counter is behind them, right? The counter is behind them. So what is that? On the...
I don't know. In the kitchen.
On the table. That's a table, right?
That's not.
Counter is the one you can see behind. This is the counter, the countertop. This is a table. Counter,
But this is
table.
together.
Counter. It's not together.
It's together. Look here.
They're not together.
They are.
They aren't. It's a table. Okay, can you see the tablecloth? Tablecloth is a piece of fabric you put on top of tables, right? That's a tablecloth, so it's a table. Alright, number 5. What has the puppy done? What has the puppy done? It what? What will you write? It has eaten the birthday cake. It has eaten the birthday cake. Right.
I don't know.
If you were Helen, would you be happy with your puppy? Your puppy just ate your birthday cake? Maybe, right? Maybe it's too cute, you cannot be angry. Or maybe you will get angry, right? Because it's your birthday and they ate your birthday cake. Okay, so that's it for our workbook, alright? So now let's go to our activity book. Activity book, page 38, okay? So on our activity book, we have to refer to our workbook, page 3. So on your workbook, open to page 3. Emily, on your workbook, open to page 3. Open your book to page 3 on your workbook. Page 3 on your workbook. Alright, so page 3 is this one. And then on page 38 of our activity book, part 1, okay? Alright, so let's look at the picture on page 3 on our workbook and answer the questions from 1 to 6 on page 38 of our activity book. Alright, so question number 1. The people are at the beach. No, right? They are in the swimming pool, so you put no. Alright, a little boy has just fallen over. A little boy has just fallen over. Yes or no? That means he tripped.
No.
Yes, there is a boy who has just fallen over. Where is the boy who has just fallen over?
This is jump.
This is jump, right? Jump. What about this one?
But didn't slip.
He has fallen over.
But didn't fall into the pool.
Fallen over means just fall down, okay? Jumped into the pool means jump into the pool. Fallen over is just fallen down, okay? Number 3, a girl has just dropped a drink. Is there a girl who just dropped her drink? No, right? She dropped her ice cream, not her drink, so it should be no. Question number 4, the children are going to buy sandwiches. Are they going to buy sandwiches or have they bought sandwiches? No, they are buying some ice cream. Question number 5, a bird has stolen a child's ice cream. Yes or no? Yes, we can see the bird flying away with ice cream on its hawks, right? So yes. Okay, number 6. Okay, on its hawks, sorry, on its talons. Number 6. A woman has written 4 postcards. Has written, that means she just finished writing. No, right? She has just finished writing 3. Okay, so now we'll check our answers. Number 1 is no, number 2 is yes, number 3 is no, number 4 is no, number 5 is yes, and number 6 is no. Alright, so now let's go to the listen and draw lines part, okay? Part 2, listening and drawing lines. We have 4 people. Peter, Mom, Mary, and Dad. A, and then the things that they like to do. A is maybe camping. B is riding a motorbike. C is, I really don't know what C is.
Snow.
Yeah, maybe skiing or snow, right? And then D is in swimming in the beach, right?
Listening.
So now let's draw the lines and see which ones are correct, okay? Let's draw the lines and see which one is correct, okay? I know, because the answers are down here.
Yeah, of course.
So just listen. Alright, so listen carefully.
Unit 5, Lesson 3. Activity 2. Listen and draw lines.
Okay, here we are on our first camping holiday. What are we going to do?
I want to ride a motorbike around the island. I've never ridden a motorbike. I've always wanted to.
Oh, no thanks, Peter. I've never ridden a motorbike, and I don't want to. I'd like to go to the mountains. Shall we go into the mountains and see the snow? Have you ever seen snow, Mary?
No, I haven't. But it might be cold. Can we go to the beach? I've swum in swimming pools, but I've never swum in the sea. What do you think, Dad?
Well, I'm going to stay here and put up the tent.
Have you ever put up a tent before?
No. I've never slept in a tent before.
Done.
Alright, so let's check our answers now, okay? So question number 1, right, is an example for us. Peter wants to ride a bike. What about Mum? What does Mum want to do? She wants to go
On the mountain.
to the mountain, right? So Mum is mountain, Mum is sea. Question Mary, right? Mary. Mary wants to go to the somewhere instead
Swim.
because it's too cold in the mountain. She wants to go to the
The sea.
the beach,
The
right?
seaside.
The beach. She wants to go to the beach to swim. The
Seaside.
beach, okay? She wants to go to
Seaside.
the beach to swim. Alright, so what about for Dad? Dad is going to do something instead, and he's never slept in this before. This is a letter T. What do you call that? A tiger? What do we call that? A tent, right? A tent. A tent, okay? So check your answer, okay? Mum is going to the mountain, C. Mary wants to go to the beach to swim, so D. And Dad is going to set up the tent for them to sleep in, A. Now for part 3, choose the correct words, okay? So 1 has been done as an example for you. Peter has never ride or ridden a motorbike. Peter has never ridden a motorbike. Alright? Now question number 2, 3, 4, and 5 we'll do together. Number 2, Mom have ridden a motorbike. Mom hasn't ridden a motorbike. What do you think? Mom have ridden, Mom hasn't ridden. Mom hasn't. Mom has not ridden a motorbike. Okay? So can you circle hasn't? Okay. Next question. She. Alright, actually no, it's Mary, number 3. Mary hasn't seen snow. Mary hasn't seen snow. Seen, right? Very good. Mary has not seen snow. Has not seen. Hasn't seen. Alright, question number 4. She has swum in a swimming pool. She have swum in a swimming pool. She has swum, okay? She has swum in the swimming pool. Number 5. David has never sleep in a tent before. Sorry, that's Dad, not David. Dad has never sleep in a tent before. Or Dad has never slept in a tent before. Sleep or slept? Slept, right? Because he's never done it. He's never slept in a tent before. Alright, so check your answers, everyone. Number 2 should be hasn't ridden a motorbike. Number 3 should be hasn't seen snow. Number 4 should be she has swum in a swimming pool. Number 5 should be Dad has never slept in a tent before. Alright? And then, of course, now we will go to page 39, okay? Page 39, part 1 is your homework, okay? Questions 1 to 6. We will use the words in the box. That's your homework, right? We have weekend, having, left, forgotten, rucksack, and date. Okay? Okay, this is our homework. Page 39, questions 1 to 6 is our homework. Alright? Now let's go to part 2 and listen and draw the lines. Okay, we're going to listen again and draw the lines. We have Betty, Sarah, Harry, and Richard. Harry has been an example. So we will do Betty, Sarah, and Richard, alright? Listen carefully.
Unit 5, Lesson 4. Activity 2. Listen and draw lines.
Look at this picture. It's our school basketball team.
Where are you, Harry?
I'm in the middle. I've just caught the ball.
Oh, yes. I can see you.
Can you see Richard? He's in the corner. He's just fallen over. He was running too fast.
Oh, dear. Was he okay?
Yes, he was fine.
Who's this girl?
Sarah's the girl who's wearing a skirt. She's behind me. And the other girl is Betty.
Where's Betty?
She's over there. Look. She's just taken off her sweater. She was hot.
Did you win the game?
No, we haven't won a game for a long time.
Oh dear.
Alright, so we have Betty, Sarah, and Richard, right? So they said Betty is the other girl who is taking off her sweater. So she is this girl on the right hand side, right? Taking off her sweater. Please draw the line. And then we have Sarah. Sarah is also playing basketball. She is next to Harry, okay? So she's the girl with the short hair. And then lastly, we also have Richard, who has just fallen over. Fallen over means fell down, right? So Richard is the boy who fell down, okay? So check your answers, please. I will show you the picture now, okay? Alright? Okay, part 3 we don't need to do, okay? Because you need to do it with a partner, okay? So we don't need to do part 3, alright? Now let's move on to page 5, okay? Let's move on to page 5. Sorry, page 40. Page 40. Don't do it yet, okay? Page 40. Okay, so on page 40, please go to your book, page 5. Workbook, page 5, okay? On workbook, page 5, we will do page 40, okay? Workbook, page 5, page 40 of the activity book, alright? So let's look at picture A. Look at picture A, okay? This is an art lesson. Is it an art lesson? Yes or no? Yes, right? So that's why they give us the example as yes, okay? The example is yes. Question number 2. The children have painted flowers. The children have painted flowers. Yes or no? Yes, they have painted flowers. Yes. Question number 3. Question number 3. The classroom is tidy in picture A. The classroom is tidy in picture A. Yes or no? No, it is dirty, right? Things are on the floor. The table has lots of paint. No. Question number 4. The teacher has just walked in. The teacher has just walked in. Yes or no? The teacher. Yes, right? He just arrived in class, just walked in. Question number 6. Sorry, number 5. The boy with the glasses has dropped the flowers. Yes or no? Yes, right? Maybe his hand or something. He's dropped the flowers and also the paint, right? Dropped the flowers and the paint. Question number 6. The teacher is happy. Is the teacher happy?
Nope.
No, right? You can see the face of the teacher. He is angry. Alright, so check your answers. Question number 1 should be yes, right? The example. Number 2 is also yes. Number 3 is no. Number 4 is yes. Number 5 is yes. And number 6 is no. Alright, so we will skip part 2 first and go straight to the listen, color, and write part, okay? Listen and color and write. We will do this one first, the last listening exercise for today. Okay, so this one might take quite a while, okay? So I will play it twice. I will play it twice, 2 times, just to make sure you got the answers correct. I won't show you my picture yet because my picture has the answer, okay? So listen to it 2 times and then we will check the answers together, okay? Alright, so Emily, get ready to please listening, writing, and coloring, okay?
Unit 5, Lesson 5, Activity 3. Listen and colour, draw and write.
Look at these children. What do you think they're doing?
I think it's sports day at school. They've just run in a race.
Yes. Now, can you see the girl at the front? The girl who has won the race?
Yes. She looks tired.
Yes, I think she does. can you write the number 10 on her t-shirt?
Okay.
Now, can you see the boy who's sitting down?
Yes, I can. He's holding his arm. Has he broken it?
I don't think so, but he has lost a shoe. Can you draw a shoe next to him?
What colour are his shoes?
They're black. You can colour them if you like.
What else can I do?
You can write finish above the finishing line. Can you spell it?
Of course I can. It's F-I-N-I-S-H.
Well done. Now you finish too.
Alright, so let's listen and check our answers together, okay?
Unit 5, Lesson 5, Activity 3. Listen and colour, draw and write.
Look at these children. What do you think they're doing?
I think it's sports day at school. They've just run in a race.
Yes. Now, can you see the girl at the front? The girl who has won the race?
Yes. She looks tired.
Yes, I think she does. Can you write the number 10 on her t-shirt?
Okay.
Now, can you see the boy who's sitting down?
Yes, I can. He's holding his arm. Has he broken it?
I don't think so, but he has lost a shoe. Can you draw a shoe next to him?
What colour are his shoes?
They're black. You can colour them if you like.
What else can I do?
You can write finish above the finishing line. Can you spell it?
Of course I can. It's F-I-N-I-S-H.
Well done. Now you finish too.
Alright, so now let's go back to part 2. Okay, look at the pictures and write the sentences. Which part should we do, right? Which pictures are they talking about? It is the pictures on page... They are the pictures on page 5 of our workbook, part A and part B, okay? So now let's spend some time to look at the differences and write down the sentences, okay? So let's talk about picture A and B, right? So we have one example done for us. In picture A, a boy has dropped the paint. In picture B, he's picked it up, okay? So what about number 2 to number 5, okay? Number 2 to number 5. I'll give you around maybe 5 minutes, okay? I'll give you around 5 minutes. Write down, and then we will check the answers, okay? Write down. We have 5 differences only, right? So one difference has been already used. The boy who dropped the paint, and then in picture B, he picked it up, right? Or it's on the table. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only have 4 more differences left in the book. So can you write it down? Follow the structure of the example. In picture A, something happened. In picture B, something happened, right? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. You can start now. Alright, you got 3 more minutes. Try to finish writing them all. Two minutes left. One minute left. Alright, okay, so now let's check our answers, alright? Alright, so what can we see in picture A and in picture B? What are the differences that we can find? Alright, so where's my blue pen? Alright, so let's write the answers down now, okay? So in picture A, a boy has dropped the paint. In picture B, he's picked it up, right? So what else can we find, right? You can say about the number of pictures. You can say in picture A, there are 3 pictures on the on the wall, full stop. In picture B, there are 6 pictures on the wall. You can write 2 different sentences, or you can put them together. I'll show you how in the next question, okay? Alright, so you can also say, let me use another pen so you don't get confused. A red pen, okay? In picture A, the teacher is angry, comma, but in picture B, comma, he is happy. You see, this is one whole sentence, right? In picture A, the teacher is angry, comma, but in picture B, comma, he is happy, okay? Alright, what about number 4? Right? We can talk about the rose or the flowers that has fallen, right? Fallen over, okay? So we can say, in picture A, the flowers have fallen over, comma, but in picture B, comma, they are on the table, full stop, right? Alright, what about question number 5? We can talk about the tidiness of the classroom, right? Tidy and untidy. So you can say, oops, no more ink. Let me use another one. In picture A, comma, the classroom is untidy, comma, but in picture B, comma, it is tidy, okay? Alright, so correct your answers, please. I'll give you some time, around just 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes just to answer, because you already have the answer. I think I did one wrong. Okay. 2 minutes, please, everyone. Write down the answers if you're wrong. One minute left. Alright, so while you correct, I will show you something, right? Remember the tenses we learned last time. Alright, okay everyone. So this is it for this class, okay, for today. But now I want you to look at the TV, alright? At the TV. Just a couple of revision from what we learned the last week, right? The last week. We also use it today, right? We also use it today very well. Alright, so let me try to zoom in. Oop, funny sounds. Alright, so we have present perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense. We form the present perfect tense with have or has plus the past participle, right? So we talked about the teacher. The teacher has just arrived in the classroom, right? The teacher will be he or she, or the name has just arrived in the classroom or has arrived in the classroom. You can put just as well. Alright, so for you, we, they, and plural. Plural means more than one person. So I and you, singular. We, they, and the boys, the girls have eaten. For singular, he, she, it, and proper nouns, so names of people, will only have has. Okay? Alright, so to make the perfect tense, we have to use have or has, and a verb that ends in ed. But not all verbs end in ed, right? In the past participle. We have, I have eaten. Eaten. Is eaten ending in ed? No, it's ending in en, okay? So some of them are in ed, but some of them are not, right? Eaten. So you should know how to use the past participle table, alright? Now the examples we have are, we have lived in this house for 5 years, right? So we have lived. Does that mean they're not living there anymore? No, right? So present, this kind of tense, right? I'll show you. Present perfect tense means they are still living there, right? We have lived in this house for 5 years. That means from 5 years ago until now, they are still living there, okay? What about this one? Your plane has already landed. Has already landed. Okay, so my plane has already landed. Does it mean it's already gone? Now, this tense, right? This present perfect tense means it is still on the ground, okay? Has already landed just means it just landed and it's still here, okay? So still living there in the house, still on the ground. She has dirtied her new shoes. Dirtied here is not the adjective. Dirtied here means the action, to make something dirty. I dirtied my table, right? So has dirtied, again here has and dirtied. Her new shoes. She made them dirty and they're still dirty. Until now they are still dirty, right? If you want to say she made them dirty in the past but they are new now, you can say she had dirtied her shoes, right? Or she dirtied her shoes, right? Either is okay. But has dirtied means right now, present, right? Don't be confused with the past participle over here. Even if this is past participle, right? Dirtied, it's still present, okay? Okay, next one. The teacher has pinned a notice on the board. Pinned means to stick something, right? To stick something. To use a pin to stick it. So has pinned. Even though it's ed ending here, it doesn't mean past tense. This is present perfect, right? So this means the notice is still there, right? Number 2, 4, 5. You don't need your key. I've already opened the door. That means I have already opened. For example, remember we talked about the teacher. The teacher has just. So you can put words in between. Just, already, right? I've already opened the door, right? So you've opened the door already. This means it's still open, right? Okay. Have, has, and had, okay? Had will be used in the what? The present or past? Had. This will be used in the past, okay? So the verb have is used to say what people own. That means what you have, okay? Or possess. What belongs to you. Now we have, right? Use have with pronouns, right? I, we, you, they. and plural nouns. Plural nouns means more than one. So for example, my parents, right? My parents have 3 kids. My brother, my sister, and myself, right? Parents have, right? I have, you have. You can also be more than one. You can mean you, one person, or all of you, many people, right? Next one, has. With proper nouns or pronouns, he, she, and it. He is only one, she is only one, it is only one. So singular nouns, such as my dad. My dad has, but my dad and my mom have. Okay? So has for only one person, have for more than one. The teacher has just arrived in the classroom. Okay? Now let's look at the examples very quickly. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. So I, right? I is one person, but this I is special, right? Even if it's one person, we use I with have. Special, right? Monkeys have long tail. Monkeys because more than one, right? Monkeys. Now this one. My sister and I. How many people is my sister and I? 2 people. And my sister and I can change to what pronoun? I, we, you, they. We, right? My sister and I can mean we, okay? Let's move on forward. John is a boy, only one, so he has, right? He has. Sally has a pretty face, she has. An elephant, so it has. His brother, so he has. Our apartment, it has, okay? So, this is how we make the present perfect tense. It means, right? You have eaten an apple. That means it could mean that you are still eating an apple now, right? Like the example here. We have lived in this house for 5 years. That means 5 years ago until now, they are still living there, okay? So I'll bring this up, okay? Present perfect, this is how we make it, okay? Have, has, and then the past participle. Alright, that's it for today's class, everyone. So just make sure you got your correct books, okay? And then take them out again for the next lesson, okay? Oh, there's 2 minutes still. Oh, there's still 2 minutes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so 2 more minutes, right? What can we talk about more? We can try to finish this one, okay? Let's try to finish this one. I wanted to talk about this one, okay? So we have versus has, right? Sometimes even the simplest word can be misused by both native. Native means people who speak English at birth, right? And non-native speakers of English. That means people who learn English, right? These are words that we often use. So these are words that we use so often in our daily speech. Every day we use it, right? That we don't even think about. Sometimes when we say something, we don't really think about it, right? And maybe that's the reason why we sometimes confuse them. So the usage means how to use have and has, right? Have is the form of the verb that goes with such pronouns I, you, we, and they, as well as plural nouns. We talked about them already, right? Has is for he, she, it, and singular. Okay? Use how to talk about things that people do or get, okay? So, this one is different from present perfect tense. This one is have. Have can mean you own something. I have 2 books. I have a pencil. She has a book. She has a pencil. But we can also use have to talk about the things people do or the things people get, not have, okay? I can't play football. I have broken a leg. I have a broken leg, right? I have a broken leg.
I made a broken
right?
leg.
Or I have broken my leg. We have art class on Monday. You have a stain. They have the desks. Peter has a sore knee, okay? So these are the examples here, right? Have and has, right? First person means I or we. First person means you are included, right? I and someone and I. Second person is always you, And then third person is he has, she has, and it has, okay? So the other people, alright? Okay, so please remember to use this one and how to use them because we will be using them in the next lessons to come, okay? And then we will add some more different tenses, okay? So this is a grammar part for you. Please pay attention to this. Alright, I think we've reached the end of today's class. just to make sure you have the correct books. Make sure you bring these books out again next week. The workbook, my activity book is different from you guys, so just bring the ones you always use, alright? Okay, so thank you very much everyone, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye bye!